Hi, this is Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very simple question. Can I lope 10 days while afflicted? And it's, speaking of days, it's been several days. I think it might be 3, possibly 4 days since I've recorded. I did decide to take a couple days off from everything. Got a lot going on. Both day job, we got the book coming out. By the time this video releases, I think this might release on launch day. So One More Turn to An Axe to Grind comes out probably today. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. Maybe I'll even put the cover on screen. You know. So there's a lot of work to get ready for that. I just kind of hit a wall and just needed to stop for a few days, which was a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. It's hard not to work. Okay, so let's go. Looking at the list of what we have left. Blood loss, laceration, major bruising, headache, hypothermia, infection, and intestinal parasites. So, here's my plan. We're sticking with DP. I'm all in on DP. If DP doesn't get this done, then it doesn't get it done. Which means DP's going to have a skillet in it. Without a skillet, we won't get headache. DP can absolutely get us hypothermia. It can get us the blood loss, the laceration from the wolf fight, which is that's what I'm gonna do. And then we hopefully kill the wolf, and then eat the meat to get the parasites. That should give us blood loss, laceration, infection, and intestinal parasites. Hypothermia, we can just fall in the water to get that. And headache, we either find a skillet or we don't. Don't find a skillet, we're not going to get headache. It's just not going to happen. And major bruising, I'm kind of hoping happens during the wolf fight. Otherwise, I'll throw myself off a cliff. There's a couple of those in DP. So let's get into it. See where we were. See what was going on. Don't Shoot Wolves is up to 9 days. I haven't played that in a couple days either. Here's Ow My Knee Hurts on day 6 in 12 hours. In a cabin in Coastal Highway. I think these are the coastal, like the fishing hut cabins. Do I have enough metal? I don't think I have a hacksaw. Do I? That's right, I don't think I have a hacksaw or a hammer. Drop that. Oh, I do have a hacksaw. Okay, I have a hacksaw. It's the hammer I don't have. Guys, we'll either find this stuff or we won't. I have too many different things that I need to go all over Great Bear Island looking for them. I'm never going to read 20 chapters of this. Just let that go. Did I finish this book? No, I should. Because that could help me get Cooking 3. How tired am I? Not at all. That's disappointing. Lots of water, though. Time of day. It's approaching morning. Alright, we're going to do a serious inventory cut down here. For real. Okay. I'm keeping all the water. That's a serious inventory cut down. I'm keeping all my cloth. I'm keeping my firewood. So far, we need everything. We don't need 2 of these. We don't have any. Oh, we have 8 sticks. I don't know about the book. I like the books for fire starting. The flare gun. We don't have any flare shells. And I never find any anymore. Like, I can't remember the last time I found flare shells. I don't know. Do I drop it? It's almost half a pound. It's almost half a kilo. Excuse me. I don't know. I was wondering, I'm like, why is my weight carry so low? It's the moose stomp is why. Wait a minute. Why didn't I see a cooking pot? Oh my god. Where the hell is the cooking pot? Did I leave the cooking pot at, Quonset? Did I never have one? I feel confident that I had one. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Alright, I think this might conclude the inventory cut down portion of the video. Maybe we eat these. They don't weigh anything. That's not gonna help. There. I'll eat the carrot. Okay. Now I feel like I accomplished something. Alright, can we break down the metal lamp? Not in the dark. We can eat, actually. We might as well eat some stuff. What do we got? That's these will raise my cooking skill, so I don't want to eat those. I saw a candy bar in there. That was good. Good condition. We can grab that. Good 53%. Okay. I've already had food poisoning once. I don't need it again. I have this for the infection, although I actually don't want to use it because I want to get the infection. Man, I gotta remember not to use it. That's weird. All right, we got this. We got this. That's good. By the way, there was a point in the stream, there's a point in the series, I think back in Pleasant Valley, where I was running around. I think, yes, I got burned from the fire. And then I needed pain reliever, and I didn't have any. And I forgot that I had, like, a ton of rosehip on me. So, commenter who pointed that out, thank you for your patience. I'm sure that was challenging. I don't know, man. I think we kind of just have to pass time. All right. Now I can sleep an hour. That first coffee is so good. Okay, William. Let's grab this. We're just going to plan on finding the hammer. Why plan to lose? Okay. Did we check this? Yes. Okay. How many torches do we have? Well, we got a mega torch, so that's good. Can we make another one? Yes. Let's do that. All right. Weather's good. Did I leave myself any notes? No. Okay. Okay, then. Thanks. Thanks, Dunn. You are a big help. Okay, weather not as good as I'd hoped, but we're gonna go... There's a wolf. I came down here, I think, looking for hammer. Foggy, but not so foggy that I can't see out on the ice, which is good. I prefer to travel on the ice as much as I can in coastal, just because when you can see, you can just see much farther and you can't get surprised by things. But when it gets really foggy, it's very easy, at least for me, to get disoriented on the ice and not know which way I'm going. How much longer on these ribs, by the way? Wow, we might actually see... We're going to see the ribs get cured inside this stream. Or inside... Damn it, I said it again. Inside this series. It's been a couple days, guys. It kind of came up because I think... Thursday night I was streaming, and for like the 4th or 5th night in a row I was just like super tired and struggling to get through the stream, even though I look forward to doing it. And I think it was my buddy Koru who asked me in the chat, when was the last time you took a vacation or a day off? And my answer was that I honestly don't know. I don't know. A straight up vacation? I couldn't tell you. a day off, probably my birthday last year, Christmas. So the next morning I just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything today. I'm not recording. I'm not writing. I'm just going to relax. And I did that kind of yesterday as well, so kind of for 2 days because today's Sunday. And I will honestly say it was very difficult the first day. I had this constant, you should be doing something, you should be doing something, you should be doing something, like running in the back of my head. Of just like, you know, you are wasting time. So that's not good. So I'm gonna work on that. You know, you don't turn a cruise liner around or in you know, on a dime. But I'm gonna try to take a bit, you know, try to balance my time out a bit more. I think I have been, between the book, the day job, the writing, the recording, I think I have been, you know, maybe pushing myself a bit. Not that the weird part is I like all of it. I love writing. I love my day job. This is very relaxing to me. Streaming is relaxing to me. So I don't know, you know. But I kind of got into this mode of just like, okay, if you're going to relax and play something, you need to record that you're doing that. You must be content creating. And, because this is like, you know, it's a hobby. It's kind of like my hot rod that I tinker with in the garage. It's like that. I don't have a hot rod in the garage. This is a metaphor. It's like that. But, you know, like everybody else, you think about, well, what if, you know, could this be something else? I mean, it's a million miles away from being something else right now. But, you know, you don't know until you try. Okay, now the fog has really kicked in. So now I'm going to go back to the street. And I'm just going to kick on the Mega Torch here, because we have plenty of matches. That way there's no surprises. DP or bust. That is today's objective. I started streaming on Twitch, you know, and, you know, just for fun. Really, in a weird way, when I started streaming on Twitch, it was because it was the only way I knew how to record gameplay. I didn't know how to do OBS yet. And I was watching a ton of Darkest Dungeon YouTube content. I'm like, oh, I want my own Darkest Dungeon videos. So that was basically why I started streaming. And, but even at that time, one of my favorite games to play offline was The Long Dark, but I was terrible at it. And so I wouldn't stream it. And I don't know, one day I just got bored and I streamed it, and some of the Long Dark community found me. And just, you know, then Zach invited me into his challenge, and, you know, it just kind of went off from there. But streaming is now this nice little thing, and it's a big, nice part of my life, and it's given me a bunch of good friends and this little community, and I'm just so appreciative of that. And none of that would have happened if I hadn't tried. So, you know, the YouTube thing is like that for me. It's like no one else is doing daily Long Dark content. Let's do that and see what happens, is kind of all it is. And I'm committed to it. Commit to the bit is something I say a lot. Commit to the bit. If you're going to do the bit, commit to it. And I like this bit. I like this bit. I like getting up and recording every day. It's fun. And I like the kind of challenge, but it's a fun challenge of, okay, this series is almost over. What are we going to do on the next one? You know, how are we going to keep this interesting? What kind of, maybe is there a different editing thing we can do? And that's all really fun. So, like, it's all fun, you know? But I guess even that stuff, you need to sometimes take a step back and just give yourself a little recharge time. So I'm glad I took it. You would not even know that Quonset was there. So we will not be... we could head to DP in this weather, but I do want to stop off, warm up, maybe.
I need to find food.
Let Will have some food, because he needs to find food. And, see if the cooking pot is here. I don't think I have any more oats, so I don't know that I need it, but... because it's definitely heavy. The one thing I don't want is the bear. And we could run into the bear in the fog. So, I may have to think about that. I bet I left it somewhere else. Nope, it's right there. Okay. Kill this for now. I don't know, Will. Do you want to do something while you warm up? Like, let's count up how much metal we would need. If we were going to make the hatchet and the knife. You need 5 and 3. 5 and 3. So 8. We currently have 4. One shot will get it right here. Yeah. But we'd be here a while. But I need time for that fog to break. What about this shelf? It's a little faster, probably. Hour 30. Let's let Will eat some terrible chips. Or jerky, or whatever that was. This is stale beef jerky. Mmm. Stale granola bar. Yum. Tasty. That's probably good. Alright, break this down. Okay, now how much do we have? 8. Exactly what we need. Okay. Super groovy. We're going to go outside. It's going to be completely clear. And we'll be on our way. Not changed much at all. Oh, boy. Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you what. If we run into the bear, then it was fate. And he'll give us a lot of the things we need. So, we'll look at it that way. If we run into him, the hobbit bear, then it was meant to be. I'm just going to ease on down the road. Right now, I would say the bear is the #1 reason to play the game with headphones. I don't hear wolves. Wolves announce their presence pretty strongly anyway with howling and stuff. But the bear is the one that I hear kind of sniffing around, walking around, and I'm not sure I would hear him as well without headphones. But I think the cougar is going to be very headphone dependent. I think it's going to be very quiet. And like everybody else, I'm really, really excited to see what they do with a new predator animal. Since I started playing the game, the only animal that they've introduced is the ptarmigan, and I think they did a good job with them. But a predator is an entirely different situation. Okay, the fog has lifted. Now that is a carcass out on the ice. I could cook it up, and that would be nice. But I don't know that I want to take the time. Right now, I'm enjoying this weather. I think we're just going to get where we're going.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
William, however, Feels like the carcass is a great idea. How close are we on cooking? Quite a ways. We do have decent fuel on us. It's not going to raise our cooking fuel that much. And yet I seem to be angling towards it. It seems like this is happening. Okay. There's the bear right there. No. This is not happening. See, the bear mauling is better for everything we need except the parasites. And because the bear mauling is way less likely to kill us, it is almost guaranteed not to directly kill us. It could do a lot of clothing damage, which would not be exciting, but we're not gonna kill it, and we can't grab a chunk of meat off him while he's grabbing a chunk of meat off of us. And I feel like to guarantee the parasites, rather than just have a risk of them, or to give us the best chance we can, I need a full wolf to eat. Which is going to be tricky, because we will be hurt. This is definitely going to be dicey. Very, very dicey. But I like the strategy, or the questions that this particular series makes me ask. It is very fun to have to do the things you're usually avoiding. You know, trying to stay away from. Knowing that you have to do them just enough to get them, but not enough that they kill you, is really interesting. This is a very, very fun challenge. I've been thinking about doing a tier list of the various challenges, and, you know, just kind of what my takes on them were. I don't think I would do that as a daily. I think I would do that as kind of an extra that would go out in the afternoon or something. But I have been thinking about that. I think that might be fun. Love this track. It really encapsulates the Long Dark for me. Beautiful, sad, lonely. You know, and that's, on some level, if you were in this scenario, I think you would have to embrace the beauty of it. I think, in my mind, the way I see it, there's no one left. There's no one left. There's no... Will is literally the last person alive on the planet, for whatever reason. Or if there is anyone else alive, he has no hope of ever coming into contact with them. And to keep going, you would need something to live for. And if you've lost the hope of human contact, then I think that the fact that this world can be beautiful, that nature can be beautiful, I think is what he lives for. Is to see those sunrises, to see those, you know, those pretty moments. I think that's it. I think that's how he keeps going. And so I think the music, I've talked about this before, I think the Long Dark, I say this all the time, the Long Dark and Darkest Dungeon, two games that remind me a lot of each other when you peel off the surface. And one of the things that both games do very strongly is every single bit of them is committed to the theme. Everything about the Long Dark leans into its theme. The music, the art design, the gameplay, it all leans into this same desperate isolation theme. And I really, really respect that, you know, artistic consistency. That sounds very pretentious, artistic consistency. But no, I do. Like, I think they've done a great job of making sure that everything fits. And everything is just kind of sending you the same message. And that's my take on the Long Dark. Different people, you know, have different takes on it. Speaking of the updates and things, I think because of the way I look at the game, I have concerns about the trader if it's a person. If it's a person that you see. That's going to be, you know, that's going to kind of shatter is dramatic. It's going to, you know, impact my atmosphere. To know that there's another person out there. Why would he ever walk away from that person? Why would he ever leave them? You know, he would be desperate for human contact. I'm going to pull into the basement here. I might check this car. We are going to lose this torch. There's a note in there. All I've ever looked at this. And it's just a Kickstarter note, which is nice, but...
Never would have thought to look here.
Hey, I agree with you, Will. I walk by this car all the time. Okay, no borks, no borks, no borks. Well. In we go. And there'll be 6 hammers here. Whoop.
This'll come in handy.
Probably not, but, well, bandages, I guess. Alright, we need another torch. Groovy. Super groovy. Alright.
Anything right about now.
Really, Will? You and this food addiction. Always with the food with you. There you go. Candy bar, let's go. There's no reason to be dramatic or save the matches. I found plenty. We're good for a while. I know that you're supposed to be super careful with matches if you want to make your 500-day run, but you know, you can't make 500 days if you die on day 10. So, I try not to stress about it too much. I figure it'll work itself out. That's kind of how I approach life. Yeah, it'll be fine. Something will work out. It's not always right, but I spend a lot less time stressed and worried about things since I've kind of moved to that model. It'll probably be fine. You know, when there's a thing to worry about, I kind of just run it through a filter of how likely is it. If it's likely, then I do something. If it's not very likely, it's probably fine. There are exceptions to every rule, of course. Okay, do I check the cave? Have I ever found a hammer in the cave? No. Am I going to run into a wolf if I go that way? Yeah, absolutely. What if the hammer is in the cave? What if? I can't get around this rock. We're skipping the cave. I don't know that I have a plan B. I'm thinking, okay, what's your plan B done if you don't find the hammer? I don't know that I have one. Inside the available time.
Better take this food.
I pretty much put all my chips on DP here, because I guess I could hope for beachcombing. DP, crumbling, and...
I might have to drop some gear.
No, you're fine. DP, crumbling, and coastal all have beachcombing. I could just hope for a wolf carcass to wash up, and then hope for really, really lucky RNG. The thing is, I probably have walked by at least 2 hammers already. I don't try to miss stuff. I just do. Played a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 on my days off. Had a good time with that. Highly recommended. I'm not going out on a limb right now recommending that one. It's very widely acclaimed. I have several friends who are playing it as well, and they are all in kind of the same place as me. We're all kind of around the same areas, which is fun. I'm not... How much coal do I have? I need enough coal to... there's definitely going to be coal at the forge.
Too much stuff to carry.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is a bit tricky here. What did I see? I thought something in his inventory said, okay, it's just that torch. Okay. Hammer could be here. Looks like a hammerish location, right? And yet... And yet... Pry bar, which I already have. Very long period of saying nothing there. Sorry. I'm just thinking about where else could I be looking. I guess I was also thinking about where it could have been that I missed it. Normally I don't go down all these little side passages, but trying to be more thorough. Here we are in the desolation point.
I think I can use
I need those gloves. I do. For armor. Okay. What are we at on torches here, Will? Only a sucky one. Will you know what that means? I don't. Nope. You don't. There's no Megatorch option here. So, guess we could make a fire. Because I don't want to attempt approaching... We could mag lens this. Let's do that. I'm going to get to the lighthouse. Probably call this one there. That'll get us our third stim. And so I'm not worried about surviving that wolf attack. I guess, unless it one-shots me. That part I'm worried about. But that's almost out of my hands. Like, you know, all I can do is armor up and hope for the best. Let's let him eat some food. Get some cooking skill. Nothing like eating 2 entire cans of pork and beans. Alright, we'll grab some terrible torches out of this. No, not the damn flare gun. Why do I even have that? That was a good one.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
These are rhetorical questions, Will. You know the answers to them. I wonder if I have $1 million. Nope, I don't. I wonder if I can drop any of this gear. No, I can't. You need every last terrible torch that I'm making you carry. Okay. On to the lighthouse. I will be getting back to writing today as well. And doing some preps for the launch on Tuesday. I don't have too much planned. For book 1, I did like a big launch stream. I recently did a One More Turn pre-order-a-thon, so I think that kind of counts as the launch stream for One More Turn 2. I got to get more work done on One More Turn 3. And then I got to think about what am I going to do next? What's after that? You know, Shadow Alley and I haven't had a conversation yet about continuing the series. That, you know, that's a sales-dependent conversation. It has to make financial sense for them. So if they decide not to continue the series, then I have to consider, do I want to, you know, there's a bunch of ideas. It's funny. Most writers I know do not struggle at all with, I can't think of anything to write about. Almost every writer I know has the opposite problem of, I have too many things and I don't know which one to focus on. I have too many ideas. Which one would make sense to spend the next 3 to 4 months of my life writing? The whole writer's block thing, at least for me, is never, I don't think I have ever sat down at the keyboard and not known what to write. I think I have many times sat down at the keyboard and said, I don't want to write. I don't feel like writing. That's my writer's block. It's more that, but I'll have to think about what will come next. There's some older self-published series that I would like to follow up on. Again, though, I have to also have a sales conversation, just like Shadow Alley does. is it worth 3 to 4 months of my time to work on something that, you know, where I will see no real financial return on the financial investment I will have to make? You know, there's editing costs, there's cover costs, there's publishing costs. If I self-publish that, you know, you pay for all that. And you want it to be a labor of love, always. I have never written, ever, a story I didn't love. But I have picked from the stories I love, which one do I think is going to sell? Absolutely. And I see nothing wrong with that. So I'll have to give it some thought. Yep, I was waiting for you. Hey, friend. Look at my empty flare gun. It's super scary. It'd be so funny if he could realize it wasn't loaded. Hey, wait a minute. There's nothing in that thing. Good God, you're slow, Will. The Peach Bee drew me a beautiful picture of a lighthouse the other day. Are you barking me again? Or was that a wave? I feel like that was a wave. Beautiful picture of a lighthouse. I'm very, very appreciative of that. And her talent is fascinating to watch her work. And she did it in ink. On stream, in front of everybody. And so brave. I have never written on stream, and I don't know that I could. I feel like I don't know that I could let everybody see, like, you know, first drafts are terrible. Like, that's the whole point. The whole point of the first draft is to get it on page so you can fix it. That was the lesson I learned from NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It's every November. It's a challenge to write 50,000 words in 1 month, which is not a novel to most people, but it's a good chunk. And the only way most people, and I'm in this category, can write that, you gotta write 1,500 plus words a day. You don't have time to make every word perfect. You just gotta get it on the page. And you can edit it later. And that, to me, is the key to writing, is to embrace the badness of your first draft, knowing that you will fix it. Because I think people expect with writing that it would be like painting if painting was one stroke. You just went, here's a painting. Like, it's a process, you know? You don't build a house in one day. You put up framing, and then you put, drywall and, things, wiring and pipes and stuff. Like, it's the same thing with writing. For me. I don't know. I'm sure there are people who write their first draft is the draft, and that's it, but that's not me. Boy, I'm just babbling stream of consciousness today. Sorry, guys. I usually try to keep my commentary more on point. Okay, here we are at the lighthouse. We will search the lighthouse before stopping. Could we get a skillet at the lighthouse? We got oats at the lighthouse, but if there was going to be a skillet, I think it would have been here. We can make more porridge. That'll help get us 2 cooking 3.
We here.
But I can't make the damn pie without the skillet. I don't need that. I do need that. More matches. Gosh. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm just kind of stunned by it. Better shoes for being attacked. Big time. I will take those. We will harvest the other ones and repair that. I didn't check these drawers. Okay. Apparently, I did not. Head up the stairs. Nothing there. There's the stem. Now we have 3. Anything under the bed? I mean, have I ever found a hammer in the lighthouse? I don't think so. I have found it in the whale factory, though. Someone, I think on Twitch, said that a hammer is guaranteed in DP somewhere. I don't know that that's true, but I hope it is. Might be in Scruffy's cave, though. That would suck. A lot. Thanks for nothing. Oh, leather, that's helpful. I can fix those shoes up. A Zippo. What time of day is it? Yeah, it's getting to be nighttime anyway. So we're synced up well. Ooh. Wow. Tricky. Very tricky. Did I check this? No. Yes? Yes. Check that. Alright, let's hang out by the bed and do some stuff. First up is the shoes. Shoes. Right here. Repair, don't harvest them. Repair them. Nice. 46%. Go again. 71%. Let's look at the armor stat on them now. Still 5%. Maybe it doesn't get better as you repair it. But our protection is 23%. Whatever that does for me. I don't fully know, but... Are we wearing the most armored clothes we have? Yes. 4%. No armor on socks. There's actual armor on the hat. Man, if we had the hard hat, that would be the rare time I want the hard hat. Okay, harvest these torches. And drop these cans. Maybe keep one. Almost certainly dark now, so let's eat our bad conditioned food. I think that was the one I was mostly worried about. So go ahead and eat the rest of it. We have so much water, it doesn't matter. Okay, have a drink. Very nice. Let's prepare these. And these. How many bandages do we have? 4. Good. 3 stems, man. Nice. Yeah. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Didn't point myself at the bed. There it is. Wait. There it was. Bed. There we go. Top off. It's always so funny to me that the last thing Will or Astrid generally does before going to sleep for 9 or 10 hours is eat and drink. Like that. Not in my world. That's a recipe for not sleeping 9 or 10 hours. Alright, give us our time. 7 days, 13 hours. We have basically 2.5 days to accomplish a lot. But we're going to take our best shot at it. I don't know why I took that drink, because that one doesn't matter. But that is going to do it for this part. So, what did we accomplish today? Bupkis. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. But we did get to DP. We put ourselves in a position where if every ball lands where I need it to, we can still get this done. So we'll see how this goes. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you could do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. Those do really help me. I will be back tomorrow with more adventures in the long dark. Until then, stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.